Mr. Speaker, I want to ask this Prime Minister about his breach of trust on recreation infrastructure funds. All across the country, there are community centres and arenas that need renewal, and unemployed Canadians who need work. Yet this Prime Minister has let his ministers favour their own ridings and that of their colleagues. In Ontario, his Minister of Industry gave Conservatives 34% more dollars at the expense of the majority of unemployed in other opposition ridings.
Shane.
Will the Prime Minister now direct his minister to fix this unfairness, or did he direct him to do it in the first place?
The Honourable Minister of Industry.
Order. Speaker, let me assure this chamber and through you, Mr. Speaker, assure all Canadians that for this recreational infrastructure projects throughout the country, but certainly in Ontario, I can speak in terms of Ontario, we had a rigorous selection process. All parts of the province had access to these funds. Northern Ontario, Southwestern Ontario, City of Toronto, I had Liberal MPs thanking me for the recreational infrastructure in their ridings. This is a fair program, and it's good for Canada and good for Ontario.
Honourable Member for Parkdale High Park.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the minister would have us believe that it was just a coincidence he got 5 times as many projects for his riding as the average for the province of Ontario. And what his Prime Minister forgot to say when he visited Toronto is that he was shortchanging that city by 25% in infrastructure program. His Ontario Conservatives took $27 million more for themselves in just this one program. Will the Prime Minister now direct his ministers to start treating all Canadians fairly, or does he prefer to continue to put his Conservative Party first?
Doesn't have it. Order. The Honourable Minister of Industry.
Well, Mr. Speaker, if he checks the record on my own riding, in fact, we did receive in Parry-Sound-Muskoka a lot of $30,000, $40,000 projects. In the City of Toronto, they got a lot of $500,000 and $600,000 projects, Mr. Speaker. So if he wants to compare apples to apples, I dare him to do that, Mr. Speaker. This is a fair program. It works for all of Ontario. It's important to get recreational infrastructure done. It's part of our stimulus package. It's for jobs. It's for opportunity. It's for the health of our communities. We're in favour of that, Mr. Speaker.